Okay, so I am Maria Ella Valderrama, your trainer for this qualification, Food and Beverage Services in C2. So before anything else, I would like to check your attendance. Tijano Rosmare, Piralta Rodel. Okay, now, welcome to San Brendan College Incorporated, and thank you for choosing SBCI for your training grounds for food and beverage services in C2. And I assure you to provide quality instructions and that will help you to develop competency needed for this qualification. The purpose of San Brendan College Incorporated is to provide quality learning opportunities for the development of students' fullest potential. San Brendan College is a technical vocational institution which undertakes specialized training activities. The vision of San Brendan College Incorporated will be the institution of highest standard education and provider of competitive graduates for global pressure. And the mission of San Brendan College Incorporated is to provide quality education in a Christ-centered atmosphere, emphasizing personal growth through research, service, self-discipline, and respect. The courses offered by the school under TISDA is Event Management in C3, Tile Setting in C2, Bookkeeping in C3, Tourism Services in C2, Driving in C2, Food and Beverage in C2, and Housekeeping in C2. Now, after you graduate for this qualification, Food and Beverage Services, you can enroll for the other qualifications so that you will have enough knowledge and skills in hotel industry. Now, let's move on the competency-based training. What is competency-based training? It is a training delivery approach that focuses on the competency development of the learner as a result of the training. So it emphasizes on what the learner can actually do, focuses on the outcomes rather learning process with a specified time. It is also concerned with the attainment and application of the knowledge, skills, and attitude to a specific level of competency. So as you can see, it focuses sa knowledge, skills, and attitude of the learner to develop. So next, we have here the 10 principles of competency-based training. One is the training is based on the curriculum developed from the competency standard. Next is the learning is modular in its structure. Training delivery is individualized and self-paced. Training is based on the work that must be performed. So yung training is nakadepende doon sa work mo na kailangan mo siyang i-perform. So the training materials are directly related on the competency standard and curriculum. Assessment is based in the collection of the evidences of work performance based on the industry or organizational required standard. Training is based both on and off job components. So, hindi ka lang dito sa school, but you will do it outside the school. Then, the next is training program allows for recognition of prior learning, RPL, or current competencies. Training allows for learners to enter and exit programs at different times and levels and to receive an award for competencies attained at any point. Then the last one is the training programs are registered with the Youth Trust. So what is Youth Trust? It is Unified TVET, Technical and Vocational Education and Training Program Registration and Accreditation System. Gets? Okay. So next, the roles and responsibilities of the trainer. So ano nga ba ang mga roles at responsibilities ng isang trainer? Anong responsibilities namin sa inyo? So, we as a trainer serve as a team member to determine what is to be learned. So, as a trainer, kami dapat malaman namin o ma-determine namin kung ano yung kailangang matulungan ng isang learner. So, it stimulates trainees' motivation. As a trainer, kami dapat yung nangunguna na mag-motivate doon sa aming learner to be success. Manage learning. A consultation rather than a provider of information, a facilitator of a learning. Diagnose and solve training problems. Evaluate students' achievements. Spend time interacting with students. So as a trainer, dapat kailangan din namin makipag-interact sa inyong mga trainees namin. So serve as a model for desirable work habits, attitudes, and task performance in the occupational field. So dapat yung attitude namin as a trainer is naka-base siya sa occupational field na meron kami. Help the student who really need help. So, kailangan tulungan yung mga estudyante nangangailangan ng tulong. Now, let's move on the role of the trainees. So, kung kanina, roles namin and responsibilities, now, yung roles nyo naman as a trainees. So, now, the first one, select what they learn and when they want to learn it. Responsible for what they learn and when they learn it. Evaluate their own progress to see how well they are doing. Move freely in the workshop, laboratory, and training center. Learn according to their interests, needs, and abilities, not according to the teacher timelines and expediency. So now, di ba as you can see, doon sa mga role ng trainees is you are very lucky as a trainees kasi you have a freedom to choose kung anong learning style yung kailangan nyo. Now, let's move on the food and beverage services in situ. This is the qualification na kinuha nyo, the food and beverage services in situ. Nominal duration niya is 356 hours. So what is food and beverage services in situ? Food and beverage in situ is a technical vocational program that trains students on the preparation of food, plans meals for restaurants, hotels, canteens, banquets, and functions. And basically, in any establishment that serve food to a large number of people. So tayo, trabaho natin mag-provide ng service sa mga tao. Magplano ng mga lulutuin sa restaurant, sa mga hotel. Yun yung focus ng food and beverage services in situ. Now, there are three types of competencies in the food and beverage. One is the basic competencies, common competencies, and the core competencies. So what's in the basic competencies? It's also 18 hours nominal duration. We have here to participate in workplace communication, work in team environment, practice career professionalism, practice occupational health and safety procedures. Yun yung mga nakapaloob sa basic competencies. Now, let's go to the common competencies. Nominal duration is 18 hours. Develop and update industry knowledge. Observe workplace hygiene procedure. Perform workplace and safety practices. Provide effective customer service. Now, let's focus on the core competencies. Ito yung importante. Nominal duration is 320 hours. So we have here to prepare the dining room, restaurant area for services. Welcome guests and take food and beverage orders. Promote food and beverage products. Provide food and beverage services to guests. Provide room service. Receive and handle guest concerns. So, yun yung mga nakapaloob sa core competencies. Now, let's move on the CBLM. So, what is CBLM? It is competency-based learning material. So, here, we have here the example of CBLM. This one is the material, the CBLM. So, as you can see here, inside we have some guide here. So, this is the CBLM. So, what is CBLM? CBLM is a well-designed and carefully developed learning materials that give trainees detailed instructions to guide them through the learning process. So, ito ay guide para sa mga trainees natin, para sa kanilang pagkatuto ng mga proseso. So, what is the uses of CBLM? We have here, it serves as a guide, resources for self-based learning. So, as I said before, ito ay guide para sa trainees natin. It provides learners and assessors with resources for understanding and completing assessments. Provide trainers with guidance and resources for conducting or supporting learning activities. So, hindi lang siya nakakatulong sa trainees, also help with the trainers. So, dito mag-base yung trainers natin sa pag-conduct ng mga assessment. Next, parts of CBLM. So, merong parts yung CBLM. We have preliminary pages and the instruction sheets. So, what's inside the preliminary pages? We have front page, trainees guide on how to use CBLM. So, lahat ng yan dito sa loob ng CBLM. We have the list of competencies, competency summary, learning outcome summary, learning experience. So, lahat ng yan ay dito makikita. Next is the instruction sheets. Information sheets, self-check, answer sheet, task sheet, operational sheet, job sheet, performance criteria, checklist. So, dito rin siya lahat. Dito mo makikita yung parts of CBLM. Now, what are the tools and materials needed in food and beverage services? We have here some example. Tables, chairs, table pillow, table napkin, flatwares, glasses, sponge fork, menu, teapot. So that's the materials and tools that we need in food and beverage services. So let's move on the workshop layout. Here the sample of workshop layout, the CBT workshop layout. So dito, makikita mo yung mga practical work area kung saan sila nakaset. Yan. Makikita mo yung supply and tools rooms, long table for listening class, contextual learning, laboratory, institutional assessment, learning resources area, trainers resource area, distance learning, quality control, computer laboratory, practice chart, reception area and plan. We have waste segregation area, projector, ito whiteboard. Dito lahat sa mga makikita. Okay. So now, let's go to the evaluation system. So in evaluation system, we have two parts, the monitoring and the institutional assessment. So in monitoring, we have achievement chart, practice chart, and winners report book. And the institutional assessment, we have written test, demonstration, oral questioning. So that's the institutional assessment. Okay. So that's all for today. Thank you, and I hope you have learned a lot from me, a short trainer. So thank you and goodbye.